This call is now being recorded.
So our recording is started, and I will share you my screen also. So I think so. A screen is visible to you now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's start. You can increase the view. This one is our third practical, virtual practical, online practical, you may say. And in that, you have to draw the different sheets and is also joined. I am sharing to you, but you have to work regularly. Otherwise, there is a problem when you not work regularly. So we will start this sheet number 3 content of again like others 2 sheets. There is 4 sketches, lug angles with channel lacing system in single lacing system, double lacing system, battening system, and web buckling or web crippling. So what is this? I will discuss with you one by one figures. You can take a screenshot and you can prepare that on your full imperial size sheet. So the outcome of this your practical is you can able to identify the lug angle. What is the lug angle? Single lacing system and double lacing system, battening system in the composite column you may say or the built-up column you may say. तो built-up column हम उसको बोलते हैं जो एक और दो सेक्शन को मिलाकर 2 या 3 या 4 सेक्शन को मिलाकर बनता है ना? If single section is there, then that is the we will say the column. If the sections are increases, then you can say that that is the built-up column. And in that built-up column, we will see the single lacing system, double lacing system. And you have to draw the sketches also on your sheet. And battening system, web buckling and crippling system. So this part is for lug angle with channel. Angle with angle, lug angle with channel. But you have to draw here lug angle with the channel. The angle here, right side. In case of your built-up column, double lacing system. Again, in case of lacing system. Again, in case of your built-up column. Then battening system. You have to draw here. In case of built-up column, and again you have to draw the web buckling. What is the web buckling? Web buckling and web crippling in case of your beam or column, etc. Or you can say the bending moment due to shear or concentrated load. All these 4 sections you have to draw, and that is the outcome of your today's practical. The 4 parts of sketches, details are hand drawn. Okay. To avoid not taking the calls, I just we will complete our practicals. The first, you have to draw the lag angle with the channel as we discussed. This is the outcome. Lashing system, single lashing system and double lashing system. Battening system, built-up column and web buckling and web crippling. So first, we will see the lug angle with angle. So you can see why these lug angles are connected. So you are seeing on the figure that here this is the your main member, this is the main member, and it is the angle. This one is the main member. Okay, this one is main member. Okay, it is connected with. You can see the 1, 2, and 3 and 4 bolts, but it requires, as per the force or tension available on this, more total 7 bolt. But there is no place to put the additional bolt due to the end distance required both side. Okay, both side you required end distance, and this is nothing but pitch of your bolt. You can say the P1, you can say the P2, this pitch P3. Okay, so there is no place. The length of connection is very short, but we need 7 number of bolt as per our requirement, so that we are providing the additional angle, and this is the additional angle, and this additional angle is provided to connect the main member with this additional angle for the connection purpose only. So this additional angle, when you are providing, this additional angle is called as lug angle. This additional angle is called as lug angle. Okay, so you should take care of this. Okay, so here you can see the lug angles are nothing but provided when the length of connection is short, है ना. हमको लेंथ ऑफ कनेक्शन ज़्यादा चाहिए, लेकिन वो शॉर्ट हमको मिल रहा है, हम ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए एडिशनल एंगल हम लगाते हैं ताकि हमारा जो कनेक्शन का रिक्वायरमेंट है वो कंप्लीट हो जाए. तो with this additional angle when we are providing for the connection is called as lug angle. तो यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे कि ये अगर आप एलिवेशन देख रहे हैं, फ्रंट एलिवेशन, तो ये आपका मेन मेंबर है. ओके, और मेन मेंबर से ये लग एंगल कनेक्टेड है. इसी तरह आप क्रॉस सेक्शन अगर देखेंगे तो दिस वन इज द लग एंगल एंड दिस वन इज द योर मेन मेंबर. ओके, so this is the lug angle with the angle. You don't draw this figure, or if you want to draw both figure, you can go for it. You have to draw this figure, lug angle with the channel section. So you know the channel section, generally our cross section is like this. Maybe you can call it the C. This is the cross section of the channel section. Okay, so you can see here the length of connection is short. We need additional port for the to complete the connection. So what here you can see, this is the channel section. So this one is the main channel member. This one is the main channel member. Okay, and then two additional angle you can see it is provided. One is here. This is lug angle 1. Okay, cross section also you can see here. This is the main channel. Okay, then another lug angle is provided with the channel section, lug angle 2. This one is the lug angle 2. Okay, why here we need, when the length of connection is short, then you have to provide a additional angle to complete the connection. Okay, we need here 9 bolt, but with main member we are able to provide only 5 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 11 bolt additional bolts. 3 bolts we are provided with this lag angle, and 3 bolts we are providing with this lag angle. So it is what happened? 5 plus 3 plus 3, it is 11. So our connection will be complete. Our connection will be complete. Because the length of connection is short and the connection required is large, so we will not provide large connection. We are providing the additional angles, and that additional angles will complete the our requirement of connection. And this additional angle is called as lug angle. So here we are providing lug angle with the channel. This figure you have to draw in your sheet number 3. Okay, this is the first part. I think so you are understand this. Okay, so this one is the lug angle with the channel. Okay, so you can see here this one is the channel, this one is the channel member, and then angle at the top and angle at the bottom, they are connected with each other, and we are providing the this lug angle with them. So it may be bolted connection. Here you may see the riveted connection, but you can provide a bolted connection. It may be a bolted connection, but this bolted connection you have to show like this, and the nut will be showing at the bottom portion. So is the so you can provide the bolt. Okay, in our scope only bolted connection is there. Okay. Now the second figure, when you will draw the first, you are understand that lag angle with the channel. What is lag angle? Lag angle is additional angle to complete the connection requirement. Now we'll come the second part of sheet number 3. This is sheet number 3, and second part is the lacing system. So where we require the lacing sheet. We know that the column is the main member supporting the beams, bracings, slabs, okay, and joists, girders, gantry girders. All the loads are transferring to the column to the foundation. So when the single section, I section, if they are not able to capable of taking the load, to increase the stability and slender limit, we are going for the built-up column. So in built-up column, in steel structure, built-up column. So why we are going for? Because generally the column fail in the bending if because the cross section dimension in case of steel, because strength of steel is large, the cross section dimension are less. So generally the failure is due to buckling. Okay, so that's why the to increase the cylinder mesh limit or to increase the radius of gyration, you can say the column is built-up column is used. So in built-up column, generally two sections, you can see two or more section. Here you can see the one section, one column is here, one another, and their incline is connected with the inclined bars. So these are the inclined bars, you can say, and these bars are connected with the column. Okay, so this when connected with the column and only single inclined bars are there, both faces of the column, uh, so that it is okay. So here you can see the sitting the this when we inclined bars are used to connect these two columns, so this is called as lashing system. Lashing system, if you connect only one bar, then that is called as single lashing system. We connect the two bars at the same place. You can see here two bars are there. Then this system is called as double lashing system. Double lashing system. Okay. And if you are connected the two column with the horizontal bars only, horizontal members only, horizontal flats, or it may be the angle section only, then these columns are called as patterned column. These columns are called as patterned column. So in your sheet number 3, first we have seen the lug angle, and lug angle is the addition angle to complete the connection requirement. Second part, we have seen the lashing system in case of built-up section or built-up column. So you can see here single lashing system. If only one inclined bars are there, the requirements are given in the IS 800/2007. You can read out that what the maximum minimum angle required for the inclined bar, and then spacing of the inclined bar is A. All these things are given. And if two bars are quite at the same place, this cross, you can see here. So this is called as a double lashing system. This is called as the double lashing system. And if only horizontal bars are provided, then they are called as the uh, pattern column or battening system. Okay. So likewise, you can connect this. Okay. So this is nothing but built-up column, and you have to draw the figures, machining system at second part of your sheet number 2. Okay. So you can go for the size. You can see the figures: lashing system, single lashing system, double lashing system. So this column you can see here. At the end, there is horizontal plates. Okay, you can see this is the horizontal plate at the ends. There also you can see the horizontal plates are there at the end, top and bottom. And then only inclined bars are there. So this system is called as single lashing system. It is called as single lashing system. Single lashing system. And here you can see this is horizontal bar at the top, horizontal flat you can say at the bottom, and then the inclined bars provided in both direction to the two columns. So this is called as double lashing system. क्या हुआ था? हाँ. ये है सिंगल lacing and double lacing system. Okay. So in single lacing system or double lacing system, how the columns are placed or channel sections or angle section are placed, you can see here. You can see here. This is built-up column. Okay. This is the single lacing system. You can see here the horizontal bars are also provided in between, and then inclined bars are there. And single inclined bars are there. It is called as lacing system. The two channel sections are attached with the inclined bars. So these inclined bars or flats, if you are providing to the column to make a built-up column, so they are called as the lacing, lacing system. Okay. तो सबको समझ में आ गया ये सिंगल लैसिंग सिस्टम, डबल लैसिंग सिस्टम? कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. तो इसी तरह अगर डबल फ्लैट्स आप ज्वाइन करते हो both side of your column, then this is called as double lacing system. Okay, so this is called as double lacing system. Single lacing system, where single inclined flats are provided or angles are provided. In double lacing system, both sides are both way, yani the lacing system is there. Okay, so that is the double lacing system. Now we'll see that the battening system. तो लैसिंग सिस्टम और के बाद आपको बैटनिंग सिस्टम में आप देखिए कि यू कैन से दैट इट इज चैनल्स बैक टू बैक. चैनल नंबर 1 you can say this is channel number 2. Okay, so two channels are provided or attached with the battening plate, horizontal plates. So these horizontal plates, they are called as the battens. So because the battens are at the bottom is at the end, so it's called as end batten. Similarly, at the top, second batten is end batten. It may be at the extreme top or extreme bottom, so they are called as end batten. The requirement of end batten and this intermediate battens, that is different. Then center to center distance between the two battens is nothing but your C is the spacing of the center to center spacing of the your battens. Okay, so these are when the horizontal members are supporting each other, are provided to support the two columns, built up column, then that is called as your battening system or batten column. So this is our practical sheet number 3 you have to draw part 1 for submission. So sheet number 3 is hand drawn. Okay, all the sheets are hand drawn. Only you have to draw using the software. Okay, so you can see here the practical details sheet number 3 of homework. Again, you can see the how you can here you can see the two channels are facing each other. Okay. So you can say the face-to-face connection. Here two channels are backing each other. They may be called as back-to-back connection. Here two eye section is connected with the plates. So this dotted line is nothing but your batten plates. or lashing plate, you can say. Okay, and then four channel angle section are connected and make a column. All these things when you go for Nasik or towards the Mumbai or another towards the Dhule, वगैरह, you can see that these built-up sections are used for the steel structure or steel roofing system. Definitely, if you are visiting the launches for the marriages, there also you can see the built-up section. Very slender sections are used, but used two to four members to join and making a built-up column. So these is nothing but different sections you can use for the battening system and the lasting system. So here it is end plate, end plate. This one is the intermediate plate. All these are the intermediate plates, and this system is called as battening system because only horizontal members are holding the two columns. Okay. Now we come to already we have seen if this type of section is there, then this is the single lashing system, and if this type of connections are there, they are called as double lashing system. As per the load or as per the different loading condition and as per the requirement, you can provide single lashing system, double lashing system, or battening system for the built-up column. If the single section is not able to capable of taking the column load, okay, so that's why we are going for the built-up column. Built-up columns are more stable. They are creating a part and their cylinder stress limits are increased. Now the fourth section of your sheet number 3, fourth section of your sheet number 3 is the web buckling and web crippling. So we'll see what is web buckling and web crippling now, and then you can able to draw this. So generally, what this is a type of local failure. Huh? Web buckling or web crippling is a type of local failure. It is happening in the bending members. Bending members, there where there is a bending moment or shear force, and due to shear force, the buckling will take place. Or crippling is place, then that is called as the web buckling or web crippling. So here in this figure, it is you can see this one is the eye section. This one is the wait a minute. This one is the eye section. And here you can see the finger is crippled. The section is crippled. This place. So this is called as nothing but web crippling. It's called as nothing but web crippling. So you can see the reaction or the shear force concentrated load is there at the eye section, and then the local failure will in the web is occur, and this is called as the web crippling. It's called as the web. So localized deformation at the toe of the fillet. Okay, and there is some sharp edges, and there is the sharp. You can say the sharp edges at this fillet. Similarly, when you understand the buckling is generally at the center of the member, and this is the web deformation, and This is also due to the loading condition or the concentrated load. But there is no sharp edge. You can see it is the smooth curve. You can see in the thing is there, and then, so this is called as your web buckling. It's called as your web buckling. Okay. So this is you can show the know that buckling of your or cabling of your web due to the shear force or concentrated load on the section. Okay, to avoid this in plate gutter we are providing the stiffness, or beam or gutter you can provide a stiffness to avoid this. Okay. So these four figures, what four figures? First one the lug angle with channel. Second one is the built-up column lacing system, single lacing system, double lacing system, and third one is the in built-up column battening system when horizontal forces are horizontal members are attached. And then fourth, this web buckling and web crippling in the sheet number 3 of your this practical. Okay, so I will you can understand this, and then you can see this beam. You can see this built up beam here. This is the you can see the top line. You can see this one is the top line. इंसान अपने फेलियर से सीखता है ना, जो फेलियर से सीखता है वो सक्सेसफुल होता है, जो फेलियर से डिप्रेस हो जाता है वो अपनी लाइफ में फेल हो जाता है। इसलिए फेलियर से क्या सीखना है, सबक लेना है। Okay, so you can see the bottom flange, top flange, and this is you can see the wave of the beam, wave of the girder. When applying the load, what happens? You can see the wave is buckled like this, and this is the best example of your crippling. So this is the best example of your crippling of your beam. Okay, समझ में आया? So this is the local, and if the bending in the this bottom part, you can say if this bending is there, so you can say it is a buckling of your beam or bending of your beam or deflection of your beam. So this is the reflection, but this is called as the local failure of that beam, and this is nothing but the crack. समझ में आया? So web buckling or web crippling. Web is nothing but in I section. This is the I section. So this is the flange portion, right F, and this is the web portion. Okay, so two parts are there in I section. In channel section also, there is two parts, web and flange. The top is the flange, the bottom is the flange, and this is called. Okay, so in I section, channel section, and many sections, H section, you can see that there is and the understand sheet number 3. This is another, you can see the example of very clear figure, web crippling and web buckling. Any one of the figure which you like, you can draw. It is the sketches. You don't need of dimensions, but dimensions should be the proportionate. Unproportionate figure maybe you can not able to show what you want to represent in your sheet. So there should be the sketches are not as per the dimensions, but the sketches should be in the proportional section. I section, S section na lage. Okay. So likewise, you have to do your work. Okay. So this one is the sheet number 3. You have to complete the sheet number 3 before next week. So sheet number 1, 2, 3, you have to bring if physical class will start in college, and then we will check all these things. We have to. Sheet number 3, the conduction is today test. Today is the 28/7/2021. Date of submission is 4/8/2021. Okay. And if you any doubt, you can ask with me now, or you can ask with me afterward as per your. So this is my email ID. You can send your work on the email. But better is that you can share your work on the Google Classroom. So up till now, only four students submitted their work. Others, what they are doing, I don't know. And if you are completing the work regularly, then that is good. Otherwise, it's not good for us. Okay. So the sheet number 3, we have seen today outcome of the sheet. The lug angle channel, lacing system, single lacing and double lacing system, battening system, when horizontal bars are provided to connect the built-up column to our more column, and web buckling. Okay, so this is what about today's practicals. Okay. So previous practicals we have seen uh, the previous practical we have seen, and many of the students they are completed. And these are the students they are completed the I will writing their name, and their work is shown. Save करके रख लेंगे sheet number 1, sheet number 2. Okay. So that is Toby, and give the name of your name and sheet number 1. Your file name is giving. The file name should be such that first you should write down your name. Okay. So when you are saving the file, first you have to write down your name. Your name is Sachin. You write down Sachin _ sheet 1, and then share on the group this Google Classroom, so that I will check your sheet. But if physical class will start, you can bring your sheet, and I will write down your name and your work as per your on my sheet. So I will mention the date of submission, and then marks will be given as per your work and your grade, and then your assessment will be continuous. If the student they will complete the work regularly, their assignment, their sheets, their term work, their design calculation, only those students will get the maximum marks. Otherwise, other students they will not get the, because you know that this practical physical examination of DSS, it consists of 2 credits. It is not 1 credit. You should remember that is 2 credit, and theory 3 credit. So 3 plus 2, so 5 credits are there, and you can score more than 80 to 90% marks if you join the lecture and practical classes regularly. Okay, so I will just make one sheet for your attendance, and we will take the attendance online. Online sheet I will prepare for you, and also we will prepare the online sheet for your assessment also. You can see in the Google Classroom, your classroom, still the very people they are not joined. Your friends they are taking easy because all the assignments and lecture material and sharing on the Google Classroom only. So please say your friends that they should join the Google Classroom. If you don't have the Google ID, you will create a Google ID and through which you can join the Google Classroom. Because in your class, more than 60 students are there. You can see here till date only 43 students are joined. Some are repeated. Okay. So please, I think so. The 43 student is very less. Your strength is more than I think so. More than uh, 68 students in your class. This is the Google Classroom link I have shared in your chat. So you can join using this. If you have joined already, there's no issue. So all the assessment, your grades will come here. You can see the sheet number 1, sheet number 2. Similarly, all the sheet will be added one by one as I will create. So this is the your work you have to complete, and then based on your grade, I will give your marks out of 30, and then your marks will be recorded. Okay. So all the students, I will request that they should join, and their marks I will give as per their submission. So, and if you spell Sambhanathi is submitted, Sumit Ahire is also submitted the sheet, and then Zainab is also submitted. Maybe another your friends I will see. Maybe some students. MS Saudagar is also submitted. I will download that. So when physical classes will start, you have to bring this sheet and take your grade and take your marks. I will download this. Those 12, those are submitted. From Parker is also submitted one sheet. Okay. Roll number 24. Might become sheet number 1. Okay, Sinde is sheet number 1. But sheet number 1, the name is not properly and Shreyas More, sheet number 1. Mr. of Patan is also on the sheet number 1. So Ansari Zaid is saying the sheet number 2. So now the students are very good, and Khan Irshad is also prepared. Very good. Number 1 and 2, very good. Sambulat Mogan. And Muhammad Saleh is also prepared sheet number 2, but it is not. Okay. And Tushar Gauli, sheet number 1. Very good. And Sumit Ahire, as I said, Shahid Raza, Rahul Hikam, Many students are submitted, but they are not submitted properly as it is required. Gulam Hussain Punjari, sheet number one. Sorry, sheet number one. Sumit already I have downloaded. Very good. So, the many lots of students they are submitted on the Google Classroom. I think so they are using, but they are not handed in. If they are handed in, then they will get the marks. I will check it and then I will manually do the marks. Okay, and we will update the sheets. Now we'll prepare one Google sheet for your attendance and for marks. I think so it is prepared. I will not prepare. We will prepare. We will make one sheet for your attendance. For your regular lecture and practical attendance is taken. Attendance T Civil 2019 pattern. Meanwhile, if you have to ask anything, you can ask with me. Hello. If you have any question, you can ask with me. नो सर बोलने से काम नहीं चलेगा आपको समझ में आएगा तो काम कंप्लीट क्यों नहीं करते टाइम पर your attendance will be online and I will share with the principal sir and HOD sir. So attendance is visible to all so that you will join all the lecture regularly. Otherwise, your attendance will be seen by the whole staff. Next, your completion date will be 4/8/2022. No doubt, all this you understand. Only Yasir is required and not a single sheet submitted by Yasir. So all should remember that they should submit the sheet online. Okay, and all the lecture material is shared on. When physical class will start, all the students should bring IS 800 2007 and steel table along with them. They will take the print from anywhere in the Xerox center available, or you can print out from the PDF available with you, or you can purchase from the Bureau of Indian Standard in Pune, Nasik, and Pune, Mumbai, and Nagpur or Hyderabad. In these places, the Bureau of Indian Standard offices are there, and you can order and you can uh, get the printed booklet from them. So that is the authenticated booklet. If you purchase from them, but you can print from the download from the website and you can print. That is also get authenticated from the library, and don't misuse or overwrite anything so that it will be not allowed in the examination, because IS code and steel tables are permitted in SD1 theory classes. So you can use that and you can benefit from it. So I will stop here, and you can complete all this work, and only those students they are submitted, I will record their dates on my sheet, homework sheet, and attendance sheet, so that there should not be any. Thank you for joining. Submit your sheets on Google Classroom regularly.